Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? ANZ D here with a second stimulus check update and a stimulus package update and what's going on with the current stimulus package on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. Now, I know you know, ladies and gentlemen, it was such a good news. Let's do the updates real quick. It was having such a good news. You know, the stimulus package, the second stimulus package was passed through bipartisan through the House of Representatives earlier, I think on January 21st, earlier that day. Actually that night before that. So then later on that day, by about January 21st, later on that night, it made it through Senate, got the vote on in the Senate, passed through the Senate. We got ourselves a bill. Went through, passed both the House of Representatives, passed the Senate, you know, majority. It was all set to go on its way to the White House in order to get signed. Now, it reached the White House, but before that, we had President Trump did a press release, and actually he did like a press release, like a pre-press release. Looked like it was already pre-recorded, and with that, he had already pardoned many people. I think probably like 10 or 15 people. Not exactly sure the numbers. You guys can go about and do the research, but he had pardoned a good amount of people. And some of those pardons, a lot of people definitely wasn't agreeing with. So after that, now he released a press release and saying that he is not supporting the current stimulus package because it is too little and it has a lot of pork in it. Now, what they said it has a lot of pork means a lot of extra meat stuff, a lot of just extra stuff for things that's not geared towards the stimulus package or have anything to do with the pandemic. Now, that's because they combine the omnibus bill, which is the government spending, the government budget bill, along with the stimulus bill. And some of the omnibus bill, in parts of the omnibus bill now, you have parts where there's money allocated for things such as other country helping out the structure. You know, the United States was always involved with other foreign affairs, you know, having what they call that ambassadors in other countries, having embassies, having establishment, having bases in other countries. So in order for this to continue to operate, you have to allocate some of your budget money towards some of these programs in some of these different countries, such as, I believe one was Pakistan, also Afghanistan. They want to pull the troops. So that's that said and done. They combined the bills and it was kind of blurred lines. A lot of things was in there, blurred line money for like different things that wasn't related to the stimulus. So what President Trump did was use it to his advantage and did a press release saying that he would not sign the current stimulus package because, for one, the money for the people is too little. Only $600 per person. He said that was too little. Also, they had all these other fluff, all this other extra money going to different affairs that had nothing to do with the stimulus package. So President Trump kind of blocked the stimulus package. Now, with that said, he's blocking a lot of things. Unemployment extension is definitely running out. Eviction moratorium extension is running out. So what that means, more people can get evicted within the next month or so. Mortgage forbearance has ended, so people cannot extend their mortgages or their payments for their mortgages and saving some money and being able to pay on other bills or take care of necessities, because that has ended. So it's not going to be a good look on either side. Before I continue this video, please make sure you hit that like button so YouTube and the algorithm can know that this video is of value to you and can be of value to others. So let's continue now. So President Trump now blocks the stimulus package, the current stimulus package, which was bipartisan. It included PPP money, it included money for tracing and testing, included money for vaccine, including $600 per person stimulus check, and $600 per child up to 3 children. $600 per child up to 3 children. Extension, unemployment boost extension for about 10 and 11 weeks. Renters moratorium, eviction, all that stuff was good and go. And we was on his way to the White House. Everything was all right. But like I said, as soon as it got to the White House, there was a press release and President Trump says he will not be signing it. So right now he's offering them to come back and negotiate and telling Congress to go negotiate because he wants to see a $2,000 stimulus check, which is a good news. It's good news for many people. That would be great. $2,000 per person, $4,000 per couple. And I'm not sure, I think they was leaving it at $600 per child. So you can have a family of four receiving about $5,200 or something like that. So we definitely know it was going to be a problem with Congress. So President Trump was asking for $2,000 stimulus check. He refused to sign the current stimulus package. So a lot of people is at dire need right now. Trump might not veto the whole stimulus bill, though. According to Kevin McCarthy, he might just let it sit there and don't even do anything. But if you don't do anything, then by default, it's just like, it's just dead. And they will have to go back to the table in January, beginning of January, I think around January 4th, when the new session starts back. And then they'll have to negotiate and probably put that back on the floor to get voted on and hope that the next coming president, when Joe Biden takes over, then they can probably get something passed through. So that's not good because that's saying that would be, so that's not really good because that would be about another 3 to 4 weeks of seeing any kind of stimulus. Some Republicans, though, would be for the 2K if some changes are made. So right now there's no exact voting yet right now. There was an amendment sent to Congress, especially the House of Representatives, to have $2,000 added into the bill. Not a whole new bill or anything. Just have this part amended where they would take out the $600 and put $2,000 instead. But Kevin McCarthy off rip saying that it's not going to fly, especially he's not going to have his people vote off on this one, so it's not going to apply. But some Republicans would be up for the 2K if some changes are made in the bill. And they might be doing a remote vote, maybe like as soon as Saturday, maybe probably doing a vote on this $2,000 to see if it probably would pass through the House of Representatives and see how things go. But then he said right now, President Trump is doing this like a legacy check. You know, a couple of his last moves, if things go well and he says he stopped the thing, and most likely he won't sign it now because there has to be some kind of change because he wants some kind of change. So if Congress doesn't come back with like 1,000 or 1,200, 2,000 that he wants, he won't be signing it. And it's just going to be like that. But the thing is, it's going to be hard to get $2,000 through, especially when they wasn't trying to agree on the $1,200 for months. So it's definitely going to be hard with getting the $2,000. And Kevin McCarthy is rejecting the $2,000 stimulus amendment. So it probably won't even get through the House of Representatives. Now you have the president wanting $2,000, but you have other people within the Republican Party saying, no, it's a done deal. It's not going to even fly. Like, they're not even considering it. So we're going to see. The government will be funded until December 28th. So they have until December 28th to come back to the board. They probably do like one of them, another gap spending bill, something like that, where they're going to extend it for another few weeks or something like that, where the government will continue to be funded until maybe the next presidency takeover or for the next few weeks until the end of January. So right now the government might have to do some kind of emergency session in order to keep the government running and find some resolution until like January 20th, where, like I said, the next presidency will take over. So we'll be going from tiny $600 checks to maybe $2,000 checks to maybe 1,000 to maybe 0 checks until 2021. Millions will be evicted over the next few weeks if they don't come together and have some kind of stimulus package. Congress may have to return and negotiate as soon as possible. They're saying that they will. People are going to have unemployment running out. People are going to have eviction. It's just going to be a lot of things going on. It's the winter time. It's the holiday season. The weather is unpredictable. It's cold. It's rainy. The numbers are picking up, and it's just sad news. Just a sad news to what's going on. So make sure you get yourself together, be prepared, have yourself on some defense. Don't even worry about that tiny $600, man. Just try to find some way of creating your own stimulus check. That's the way that we have to do it right now. Still going to be working on some negotiations, so we probably would maybe able to see something. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you continue to be safe. Make sure you continue to wash your hands. Keep those social distance, wear those masks, and keep your hands away from your eyes, nose, and mouth. And also use those hand sanitizer. Once again, it's Ainsley Dawkins, and if you're interested in some ways how you can earn some extra cash flow from home or build up some funding from home, maybe you want to build up $600 and save up $600 stimulus, let's start working together and do some DIY, do-it-yourself stimulus, where we're going to create our own stimulus package by using either group economics, resources such as the internet, or different resources that you can do from home. So once again, it's Ainsley Dawkins. Hope you got some value out of this. Please like, comment, and share, and I'll see you next time. Peace.